Hi, one best for your sports picks. I'm Peter Loshak. His name is Mike Brenner. We're the odds couple. We come to you from sportsbookreview.com. It's week 11 in college football. We are talking with Joe Gavazzi from winningsportsadvice.com. We are going to cover a handful of games from college football week 11. Mike Brenner, the first one is Pitt Clemson. This one might be one of those games where it's just maybe there's just, obvious no-brainer value on Clemson as a big favorite. They opened at about 18. Now it's up to 20.5, 21, or 21.5. And, of course, Pitt got pounded by Miami, and Clemson destroyed Syracuse. So if those two, trends hold from last week, it's a no-brainer play on Clemson. What do you think, Mike Brenner?
Well, I went on it, I'm pretty sure, officially.
Yes.
I don't know if I did I think I did the half end the game.
I don't remember. I can check, but tell us what you think.
Yeah, I love it. Nothing's changed because Clemson's not overlooking anybody. They're not. They just know that they got to keep the pedal to the metal because they have that shot to get back there again to the big game. All right, Pitt totally disappointed me and showed me that there's something wrong with coaching, and their time management with clock management is terrible, and they make a lot of mental mistakes. I don't think there's any way in hell Pitt goes into Clemson, all right, goes there and pulls off any kind of scare. I think this could be a 35 or even a 42-7 type of win, if not more. I think Clemson's going to score early and often. And I'm pretty sure Jumpin' Joe's going to be thinking the same.
In our show, you went officially on the first quarter, first half, and full game.
I did.
You wound up getting a minus 20, minus 110 on the full game. Joe Gavazzi, what do you think? Is this just a no-brainer, obvious play on Clemson, even at 21?
Obvious play on Clemson, minus the 21. And, of course, anybody who follows my handicapping knows that I'm looking the other way of that double blowout situation. I'm going to give you guys a scenario. Think back in your lives when you did a great score on a test in school, when you won a sporting event as a weekend warrior, or even when you got a promotion on your job. You went out and celebrated. You had a great time. And often that momentum carried over to the next week. But try getting up Sunday morning after all of that, and you come a little flat and hazy. Such the case with Clemson, who roared back 2 weeks ago for a win against Florida State, carried that momentum over to Syracuse. But this is the game where they come a little flat against the Pitt team, who could hardly motivate them after they lost by 23 to Miami last week. Of course, that was the only blowout loss the Panthers had. 3 other times they faced quality teams: Oak State, Virginia Tech, and a third one as well, losing all of those by 7 or fewer points. A bad Pitt defense this year after a win against Villanova opening week. They've allowed 36 points a game, not what Panther pride had wanted when they hired the OC from Michigan State, Narduzzi, to enforce their defensive fortunes. He's been just a terrible defensive coach. But Pitt has a lot of pride. They have 16 returning starters, and they can run the football. 3 times in the last 4 weeks, they've run for 200 or more yards. This is a classic case of a quality team being able to run the football, shorten the game against a team who is in this week in their letdown mode in one of the most contrary plays on the board this week. I'll take Pitt plus the generous 3 touchdowns.
All right, head-to-head. We got a head-to-head.
Did we have a head-to-head last week?
I don't remember whether you had with Joe Gavazzi, but right now, plus 21. The Greek and Pinnacle are both holding 20.5 right now, so that would indicate a lean towards Pittsburgh. What do you think, Mike Brenner?
I'm stunned. I'm speechless. I'm over here speechless. I would have bet all of my money that Joe would have been on this side. But you know what? Hey, one of us is going to come out on top. We're going to go head-to-head. Joe, I don't know. I just don't think there's any letdown with this team because they knew that they had 2 scares earlier in the year that would have prevented them from being undefeated. Dabo Swinney's not going to let that happen, and I'll take 15 or 14 starters coming back for Clemson over 16 or 19. Hell, they could have 38 starters coming back from Pitt. That Narduzzi has no hold on that team. This is one, Joe. I think I might have to fly out there and have the drink next week because. Buddy, if this one covers, I'm flying you to Costa Rica immediately. All
right. Well, Joe Gavazzi is recommending a play on Pitt plus 21. Mike Brenner, you got minus 20, so the chance that one of you will win, one of you will get a push. Joe Gavazzi, winningsportsadvice.com. Give a plug for your website.
Viewers take note. I'm 0-2 against the spread versus Mike the last 2 weeks. Good luck to you out there. This has been Joe Gavazzi from Winning Sports Advice.
Thank you, Joe. I love this guy.
Go to SBRodds.com. Browse, compare, and shop live odds available at top online sportsbooks.